In this week's Bleach, Ikkaku and Yumichika have a plan for Bambietta.
We beat the shit out of her. We just fucking attack.
Bleach Chapter 589, The Old and New Trust, starts with Ichigo, Orihime, and Chad chilling in a cannon similar to Kukaku's. Ichigo asks Urahara how he was able to get his hands on such a thing.
We got this one out of your mom's closet.
She let me keep it after I fucked her.
Urahara says the 12th Division built it and had it nearly finished by the time he had arrived. He then calls Mayuri a genius, but he's still not better than him.
We're better than you, and we know it!
He goes on to say that the cannon isn't a complete copy, as this one still doesn't have the required energy to launch and will break after one shot.
Let's get the hell out of here! Ah!
Akon then enters and says his guest has arrived and they finished the job that he had asked them to do.
Excellent.
Ichigo, Chad, and Orihime sit and wait, but Chad randomly says he's been waiting for a right time to ask Ichigo something. He then points out the two big elephants in the room and asks what Ichigo thinks of Orihime's clothes.
I saw that going differently in my mind.
Naturally, the two get embarrassed, but Ichigo does think she's showing off a bit too much. Orihime then tries to defend her reasoning for wearing it.
Just because I'm dressed this way does not make me a whore.
A hand then pops up in between those jugs.
I request the highest of fives.
Yoruichi has finally returned and she greets Ichigo by bitch-slapping him and yelling at him for degrading poor Orihime. He should have at least said it looked nice on Orihime or embraced her goodies.
All of it, you fox-eared asshole!
Urahara pops back in and asks Yoruichi what happened as she reveals to have a collection of bottles.
So I got these bad boys right her.
He explains the Quincy's were creating distortions between the human world and Soul Society in order to gather a quantity of moving energy that could connect two worlds. Yoruichi gathered that energy in case it was necessary, so now they're ready to head to the Soul King Palace.
Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things?
Cut back over to Ikkaku and Yumichika, who are trying to figure out Bambietta's explosion powers. Yumichika keeps trying to explain her power, but Ikkaku continually asks questions.
I don't know. What do you think? I know everything about everything?
The two then decide that if they can't touch the bombs, they'll just avoid them and slash her up close. Yumichika uses Hado 57 while Ikkaku leaps into the air and stabs her right in the fucking face.
I will fucking feel her blood on my hands tonight!
But she grabs his face and prepares a bomb only to have her arm cut off by Yumichika.
Oh god, my hand, I can't feel it. Oh, this hurts.
Giselle says nothing will work on Bambi because she's already dead, and she catches the two off guard with another explosion.
Oh, son of a bitch.
She explains how she had to kill her before so she can make her a zombie, and the look on her face got her moist. But Yumichika says he must have meant that he got a hard-on.
I got a boner.
The two are about to be turned into zombies, but a light appears as Mayuri shows up and is truly fascinated with Giselle's ability. She seems interested as well.
Yeah.
So this was an okay chapter. I really enjoyed the humor in the beginning with everyone freaking out over Orihime's dress. Kubo must have noticed the reaction we all had, so he wanted to incorporate that into the chapter. I was pretty glad to see Yoruichi came back. Last time we saw her was when Aizen kicked their asses in Karakura Town. She's still cool and funny as ever. The explanation of the distortions, which we saw at the very start of this arc, was fine to me. I honestly thought Kubo forgot about it, but the whole gathering of energy to connect worlds sorta makes sense. Kinda explains how Juha was able to overtake the Soul Society with his Ice Kingdom. The only thing that really bugged me in the beginning was how Orihime is going to instead of staying and healing the injured. I mean, really, what use will she be in the Soul Palace? More fan service?
Hooray! I'm useful!
The fight with Bambietta was alright. I mean, it wasn't anything we didn't already see when she fought Komamura. They figured out her explosion technique, but realized they can't kill her since she's already dead. Giselle is still gross, and the speculation continues on whether or not she's actually a dude. Mayuri stepping in is going to be a little interesting. It's been a while since we've seen him have a fight, so I'm looking forward to see what tricks he has for disposing of Giselle and her zombie Bambi. Watching these two weirdos fight should be a good time, right?
I got a bad feeling about this.
So I'll give this chapter a 7 out of 10. Yoruichi may be tagging along for the Soul Palace. Ikkaku and Yumichika weren't able to beat a zombie, but Mayuri is here to make things weirder than they already are. For my question of the week, what did you think of the explanation of the barrier distortions? Did it make sense to you, or were you expecting it to mean something else? My favorite comments will be featured in the next review. Here are last week's winners. Well, that does it for me. Remember to leave your thoughts on the chapter and answer to my question in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more weekly Bleach chapter reviews, and don't forget to hit me up on Twitter, Hummingbird, and DeviantArt. Links always in the description. Also, please go check out a new parody I did for Akame ga Kill. It is a very cool series, and I hope I can make weekly videos for it as well. Alright, I'll be back next week as shit gets super weird. Peace.